Hello.
Get that man. No, don't you do hello. You are so impatient. I was timing it correctly. This is Casturbation, where we can't decide who speaks first because David, he just can't help himself. And that's David who said hello. I'm Michael, by the way, who said something cooler than he did.
Hello.
So here we are. We're riding.
He's let it be known that he doesn't like it. So
I don't mind it if there's like a reason for it. It's like, but you always like, you just wait. You can't hold yourself. It's like, oh my God, there's been like literally 5 seconds where I've not spoken.
What do you mean?
He just can't help it. So here we are. We're riding. We're scared.
I think there's some projection going on here.
Oh no, I don't care about talking first. I just care about talking first when it comes to this.
Dude, you cut me off all of the time. I think the audience can attest.
Well, it's not a cutting off.
Can you attest, audience member listening?
Yeah, that's right. You.
Go attest.
One person, us, listening back to our episode.
Go tweet at Michael at Commander
Xenomorph 64.
Like, what is that Twitter handle even about, bro? I think you need a new one.
It's a combination of Commander Shepard from Mass Effect series and, of course, the Xenomorph, which is an amazing evil alien. Of course, 64 from Nintendo 64, because that's amazing. Look me up. It'll be easy to find me.
It's actually a mouthful. I actually thought you had Commander because of the your favorite football team.
Well, they weren't the Commanders at the time.
Nobody needs to know that.
Well, no, I did not just recently make this. No, you would not call me a Commanders fan. I will never be a Commanders fan.
Xenomorph. That's why I think you should honestly just change the name because you got Commander. You got Commander.
Should be the Commanders 64.
No, I mean no. Commander, you're already associated with the guilt by association.
No, well, there's other commanders. It's literally a rank in the military. The last time I checked.
Well, guess what? It's now associated with the worst football team in football. Named by Dan Snyder.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't
named
think he actually.
By that man.
Well, I don't think
you're gonna let that man. You let that man. You find that man.
Dan Snyder is not the reason that name is there. If it was up to Dan Snyder, they would be called the racist names.
No, I don't think that's true at all. I think Dan Snyder
literally just
kept
racist
that
names.
in his. Dan Snyder didn't give a fuck about the name. He doesn't care.
Oh, I think he cared about
all.
Redskins because I'm not saying Redskins is the racist name. I think he literally would just name it racist names.
If he cared, he would have sold the team to somebody who wouldn't have changed, who wasn't under so much controversy and pressure. Because with all of the fucking cheerleader shit, all of the scandals,
there's literally shit.
He's literally
flowing from the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, dude, yeah, there's literally shit flowing. Everything.
Not once, but twice. Number 2.
You know, just the laundry list of fucking drama, like scandals, abuses, like legitimate crime. You know, it's insane.
But here's the thing.
And so what happened was Snyder got away with this shit for years, obviously. But this all comes to a fucking head, and he can't run from it anymore. The sponsors start pulling out. Everybody's fucking
yes. FedEx pulled out. How can you pull a FedEx Field?
They start canceling the Redskins, and so what he does is to distract away from all of the scandals and shit. He's like, guess what, guys? He had this in his back pocket the whole time.
Oh, no shit.
He always kept it as like this ace in the hole, like, well, this will fix everything. And
exactly.
It did nothing.
Exactly. He had the card that, like, guess what? We're not racist anymore.
Or so he thought.
Yeah. It's like all these cheerleaders are just like, we all got raped. And, like, they took our passports when we were, like, in Tahiti, and they wouldn't let us leave the island. Yeah. It's like, but guess what? We're not racist. It's like, whoa!
Oh, thank God.
Because luckily, sexism is lower on the list than racism nowadays.
Yes, according to the NFL.
Well, according to the world. And the NFL, I think, is a microcosm of the world. Deshaun Jackson.
It's definitely part of the world, yeah.
Not Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Watson. Even though Deshaun Jackson beat a few women, too.
Damn.
Deshaun Watson, yeah, that motherfucker has 22 court cases against him. And they're like, he'll probably just pay him off. Hey, you want to be quarterback for us in Cleveland?
Dude, it's insane, though. You know, the amount, dude.
Once you get...
What is your problem?
He had more than OJ. He had more than fucking Bill Cosby.
Like, I mean, well, you know, to be fair, it was never proven in a court of law and all that stuff.
This is true.
But, I mean, I'm assuming that there is some like evidence that they had professional relationships with these.
Well, back
people.
to back what I was saying. OJ, he didn't go to jail for killing someone, and we all know he killed his wife. He went to jail because he broke into a casino trying to steal his stuff back.
There's at least a trial there. You know what I mean? There's
There
at
was
least
two.
a process.
So, like, in the criminal one, he was found not guilty. That was the one, it's like if the glove doesn't fit, you cannot acquit or whatever. The
Johnny
opposite.
Cochran, we all know.
Oh, good old
We
Johnny,
all know.
Johnny C. And then
Everybody
in the civil
knows.
court, but here's the thing, he was found guilty in the civil court, and then he just paid a bunch of money to her family, and I'm sure that made them happy. Probably not. Maybe, to be honest, there's probably one of the siblings that was like, I wasn't a really big fan of her. And now I got a nice new car from this OJ payments. It's like, she was always a bully to me, that bitch.
Yeah, Nicole Brown's family put her out there as a sacrificial lamb.
So they can get paid. Hey,
Yep.
they probably
Sacrificed at the altar.
Well, here's the thing about OJ. I'm like, yeah, that couldn't have... Because there was never really any stories that were coming out before that. All of a sudden, there was like...
Just kidding.
He
It's a
just-
fucked up thing to say.
No, it's
we
not.
have a heart here.
No, we have no art. No, we have no art. David has no
We have morality these days.
art.
Casturbation. In times of war, Casturbation, we get
So we're
serious.
actually, we're rolling it back. Here at Casturbation, we've decided to be hopeful. Full of love, peace. And we're like, you know what?
So
Everyone deserves a
love
second
brother.
chance. Yeah, we're love brothers.
It's all love, brother.
Yeah.
That's all you got to have in your heart.
It's
Right.
OJ and love.
You just remember what OJ's
Orange
sage
juice.
advice that he gives out on Twitter, which I can't recall any of it.
Oh, God damn it. I was like, that's when you say that. Which I can't recall. That's David. I don't remember. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, isn't that his strategy, right? I don't know. I came back and I can't recall.
I don't fucking remember robbing that casino.
I'm OJ.
I mean, the fact that like they let him put. I mean, come on.
So the theory goes.
They let him put his.
What do you?
Before you say that, like the fact that he was trying to put on his own glove, and he's like, it doesn't fit. And I remember Trey Parker from South Park fame. He's like, that's the joke that like people do, like when a girl's like, hey, can you put on a condom? He's like, oh, it just won't fit. It's just like, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
Oh my God, yeah.
And, like he's like holding the glove and it's
Sorry.
like really high up, And I was like, is that even really the glove? And I was like, why didn't someone like try to fit it on him? He's like, doesn't fit. Just starts waving it around, Puts it into like a balloon elephant, Starts waving it.
And then the angle with like this apparently the cop didn't he like collect like Nazi medals and it was like fucking like.
Yeah, you get that cop to do it. That'd be like George showing up. It's like on the OJ case. It's like, well, look at this guy.
No, I mean,
Whoopsies.
OJ didn't do it, obviously, dude.
Yeah, it was in a court of law.
Yeah. He obviously.
The system works.
So the theory. This is theory goes. This is the theory I have heard. Have you heard of any theories about OJ? Do you have any OJ theories?
Other than he actually killed his wife? What is the theory?
Well, I mean, what okay, yeah, killed. But also there was we can't forget about. It's not just Nicole Brown who was killed.
Oh yeah. Well, because it was the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Nicole, his that makes it even worse. Which makes it even more likely that he killed her and him in a fit of rage.
It was Ronald Goldman.
Yeah.
Was his name. And he's often ignored in coverage of the story because
it's like the other people that died in the Kobe Bryant crash. It's like, oh, how tragic. It's like, well, there's all these other people that got fucking killed as well.
But Kobe!
But Kobe and Mimi, or whatever her name is. Sorry, lady. You were a kid. You didn't do anything with your life. You were just Kobe Bryant's daughter. I'm sorry. You might have been amazing. I know that sounds cold.
Jesus, Michael, just digging himself in a hole, dude.
You're the one who was saying.
Did you
dark
hear
stuff
about this story with like Ari Shafir?
Rest in peace, though.
You heard about that. Right? Ari Shafir was making obviously, Kobe jokes like the day of it happening, which is it's Ari Shafir,
it's
Mr.
true.
Tasteless, Mr. Edgy, and dude.
It
Apparently,
depends if they were funny.
Apparently, some people. I mean, I'm sure they were funny. He's not, at least mildly, not, but certainly tasteless. That's his whole thing, is he is Mr. Tasteless and edgy. And so apparently though, and I think Hinchcliffe also got in on the action, maybe not the day of, but like at some time after.
The day after. Great movie.
And apparently there was some guys that showed up to their to comedy clubs like looking for them.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
dude, Kobe was probably involved with some sort.
Because
all
they
sorts of
like
people.
Twitter went crazy on them.
Oh, God,
like
yeah,
obviously,
Twitter.
like started fucking on these jokes because they were,
You
obviously
don't want the
tasteless.
Twitter mob because there's going to be some.
Oh, they got a Twitter mob, and that's what I'm saying. The people started showing up like dudes like coming to the shows looking
fucking
for them.
scary,
like,
man. Fuck you, Twitter. Like you got like all this, you got all these neck beards sitting in a basement. And
Nah,
they're
I
offended
mean,
by
dude.
one fucking thing, and like literally, there's probably people that didn't even care. There was people that did care, and then they contacted someone they knew who was like technologically savvy. Was like, find him, find where he is.
Yeah.
Send them there.
I mean, they were in LA at the time, so
It's easy to find people in LA.
Exactly.
Probably. That's where Kobe
they're
Bryant
working
was super
comedians in the
famous.
public eye.
At the same time, exactly. It's easy to find someone on the streets. Like, who here? It's like in The Patriot when Mel Gibson walks into that room. It's like, all hail King George. And he knows who he had to hire because they all start pulling guns on him. That's what they just did in the Twitterverse. It's like, oh, yeah. Kobe Bryant, fuck him and fuck his daughter, blah, blah, blah. And everyone starts getting angry. It's like, no. This is the real guy. Ari. Yeah, put him there. They all get a list. It's like, I just need your mark, sir. You Twitter mob him.
right? There's somebody making the decisions.
Yeah, his name is Twitter.
It's a council. There's a council at the
It's a
top.
bird.
The Twitter
Just
council.
a bunch of birds.
It's like the Illuminati, basically.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of birds.
See, the Illuminati control everything. That's what people don't get.
Yeah, man, they need to think of
God, nobody ever says that out loud.
Well, because guess what? Then you end up like Kobe.
Yeah, that's true. He was definitely outspoken about the Illuminati.
Yeah, that's little known about him. Like once he retired, he's like, I'm getting into movie business. I'm going into like women's sports, and I'm.
Oh, that's something.
against
Let's
the
litigate that. Did Kobe do it?
Do what? Which one?
It.
Oh, there's a couple things he might have done. He won several championships. He
You
may
know
or may
what-
not have
you
raped a
know-
few women.
You know exactly what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
like all the sexual assault cases against them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did he do it?
Maybe.
Was Kobe guilty? I mean, we said OJ was innocent.
You said OJ was innocent. I was like, we heard Casturbation. That is not the official stance. OJ did it. That's it. That's the episode name. No. So Kobe, yeah. Well, here's the thing. That's what I'm going to. Actually, when kind of goes back in a circle, you have Deshaun Watson. You have Tyreek Hill, who just went to the Dolphins. That dude beat the shit out of 2 of his pregnant wives. That guy's a piece of shit, but he's the fastest player in the NFL, so you get paid. I was like, we don't care as long as you're good. It's like once your body fails you, we as society will let you rot. We'll fall under. But as long as you're still good at playing sports ball, we're good.
Well, that's what people call it, the hypocrisy with the NFL. It's like they
And
punish,
that Kobe stuff did
they
happen
punish
like
random
really,
infractions, but then let people get away with all sorts of horrifying things.
That one guy in the NFL, Calvin Ridley, just got suspended for a year for betting on his own team on FanDuel. It's like Deshaun Watson's like, I have 22 pending court cases, but goddamn it, you can throw that ball pretty well. It depends, man. And then of course there was
he
like
just
the
got
Aaron
signed-
Hernandez.
He just got a new deal, signed to a new deal.
I mean, shit.
Calvin Ridley gets banned from the league.
And not only did he sign a new deal, he like broke. He broke the quarterback market, broke the internet like Kim Kardashian used to do. It's Deshaun Watson with his big ass with a bottle of champagne, just showing it. Hey man, is that what you got to do if you got to be a whore? And they are kind of whores for us, right? Sports stars.
Well,
They gotta be.
Any entertainer, in a way,
Yeah.
is somewhat of a
Look at us.
selling themselves.
We want to be whores, right?
I mean, if you make money.
Yeah.
Wait, I mean, I guess prostitute makes money. I don't know.
I'm
whores,
saying I want to fuck to make money.
Sluts aren't necessarily paid.
Yeah.
They're
So we're
just-
sluts.
So right now we're
Are we
sluts.
whores? No, I think whores.
Whores or prostitutes.
See, I think
whores
prostitute.
and prostitutes.
I think
are
prostitute
synonyms.
is like, you know what? You're probably right. Woman of the night.
Although it is hard to say, because they all start to blend together at a certain point. It's like I feel like prostitute is at its most. That is definition. That is definitionally woman who makes money through sexual acts.
Prostitute is like being a whore at its like most pure level.
And then
and that's what
hooker
we like most pure.
is slang for prostitute. Whore then starts to get a little more ambiguous. I think you kind of it's
It
like
could
a
be like, you know,
square rectangle thing is, you know,
you could be a whore. For
all
sorts
prostitutes are whores, but not all whores are prostitutes.
Yeah, exactly. So like, yeah.
But
That's
so
what we're
like,
trying to
what's
say
a whore and a slut? And people are like, oh, those are shaming terms. It's like, well, not really, because like you all have taken those terms back, right? Like now you made them, they've given them power. So now that they're girl boss shit, so it's like, yeah, I'm a fucking slut. Ooh, what you gonna do about it? It's like, well,
Maybe. I don't know about slut.
I don't know.
I was like whore. I was like, I think a lot of terms have been taken back.
I don't know.
I don't think you can just. I don't think you can say slut that much and like be like, you know what? You get a high five. You know, like thanks for understanding, Dave. Thanks for going with their play. It's like,
Slut.
you know what, girl? You know, it's like you have like a nice
It is
night.
pretty.
You're dropping her off at her house. It's like, you know what, girl? It's like you're my slut. She's just like, yeah. Thanks for taking it back.
I don't know, man. Some girls are into that shit. Whatever. Who cares?
Some girls, yeah, it depends on what time of the night it is. When
I'm
they
not-
want to be sluts.
But anyway, I think the general
David's always a
point is like if you're going to be in sex work, you obviously have to probably on some level enjoy sex because,
Hopefully.
right? You know, like you wouldn't want to do something you don't enjoy, you know, or
It's
feel
like the people that do
you're
gaming.
forced or coerced into it.
Exactly.
Like, that's what I'm saying. And so, hopefully, in an ideal world, sex workers would enjoy sex, and sluts and whores, all these people, I guess, definitionally, are just people that enjoy sex and like are more casual and free with it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there is, but like these terms, I guess we're just trying to define the spectrum here.
Well, see, if you choose to be a slut, a whore, or a vagabond, or all these things, you know,
I mean, prostitute
good for
just
you.
feels so.
Prostitute.
That
Well,
feels so
prostitute
clinical.
See, no, a prostitute is a prostitute.
It feels so clinical.
The
that
definition
name.
is if you're a prostitute, it's like I'll hang out with you and I might lick your balls, but like you have to pay me.
Honestly, as I'm not sure.
Sex for money.
I've never learned the origin of hooker. Like, do you know off the top of your head?
Be hooking.
Like, is that where you're like hook? You arm hook?
Yeah, basically.
Is that all it just
It's like,
means?
it's like, hey, this girl's like, hey, what's going on? So, it's like Grand Theft Auto.
And then
know?
you'd be like, all right,
How you
here.
having? Have a good time?
I'd come
Yeah.
up to you walking down the sidewalk and be like, hey, honey,
You hooked him in. Either
Yeah.
that or it's like you literally fished them in, like a hook.
get 20. You're like, all right. You hook them.
It's like, can I get 20? Like, oh, yeah, I got 20. And then once you're done with her, like, nasty ass, she takes her teeth out, blows you. And then she's like, 20K.
This is
20K.
This is the 60s. $20 in inflation.
Well, no, I wasn't saying $20. Yeah, I was saying 20K. It's like when you hear a number, you need to have specifics. It's like, well, do I have to is this a tax write off? That's why I couldn't deal with prostitutes because they'd be like, hey, it's just one of those things that like.
I think we spent a little
don't-
too much time on prostitutes. Let's
Because
circle.
David's
Circle
the one.
back
No,
to
no.
OJ theory.
Oh, because this is better.
Yeah.
OJ theory.
I can't even remember where we were going with the prostitutes thing. Like there was
We're just
something-
saying everyone is evil and guilty of everything, and everyone.
No, like there was definitely a point to all
There's
of that.
because there's nuance.
That was lost.
I think we were talking about that, like, because
No,
there was nuance to what he was saying, and I think we were talking about. I don't know. You know what?
What? Who was saying?
What OJ was saying.
What was OJ saying?
Well, because he was like, hey, there's some nuance. Like, I'm not a killer. I'm just, I'm not a murderer. I'm just something like that. And it's like when it comes to a prostitute, it's like, yeah, you get paid. It's like, but a slut or a whore.
art is selling
yeah,
art.
yeah,
and
yeah,
being
exactly.
A slut and
It's like, yeah,
prostitute.
it's like there
Yeah.
you go.
So in order to define what we are in that paradigm that we've established here,
This horny paradigm.
that an entertainer themselves are a prostitute because they sell themselves. They sell their bodies. Athletes in some cases too, sell
They
their
technically
bodies.
are selling their bodies.
Selling their bodies, prostituting their body. I guess just it's
For our entertainment.
yeah, exactly, and that's just the stupid metaphor that we're going with. But because we don't make money off our Patreon yet,
Or at all.
because we'll manifest it, we will believe.
We stole these microphones.
It's the secret. Have you ever read that book?
What, The Secret of Noom? I'm kidding.
No.
You said The Secret.
Yeah.
How many books are called The Secret?
You've never heard of The Secret.
I've heard of a secret.
You are uncultured swine.
I'm uncultured. I bet you I've read more books than you have.
Well, you don't
List
know
off
what
the books.
you don't know what the secret is, so we
What
can't
is it?
even have the time. Well,
Exactly.
no.
You know
If
what the
I
secret is.
reveal what it is to you, then you're
No,
just
no.
gonna be
Who
like,
wrote the secret? Who wrote it?
"Who wrote the secret?" What's his name? But the whole idea is the secret is you manifest things.
So that's the book. Is that like it's just a bunch of empty pages, and you just like you put your own story in here. And there's a bunch of like lines that you write on. It's like some shit they give you in 5th grade. That's not a real book. I don't believe you. I like the Secret of the Lambs, which is a prequel to The Silence of the Lambs. You don't want to watch that one or read that one because they were books. Because the lambs, man, they had a lot of secrets. And guess what? That's why they kill all of them. And the people that killed them became serial killers. Whatever you're looking up,
So,
it won't be worth it.
It's by Rhonda Byrne in
Oh,
2006.
Rhonda.
A groundbreaking feature-length film revealed the great mystery of the universe, The Secret. And later, that year, Rhonda Byrne followed with a book. Fragments of a great secret have been found in oral traditions, in literature, in religions, and philosophies throughout the centuries.
Are you?
For the first time, all the pieces of the secret come together in an incredible revelation that will be life-transforming for all those who experience it. In this book, you will learn how to use the secret in every aspect of your life: money, health, relationships, happiness, and in every interaction you have in the world. You'll begin to understand the hidden, untapped power that is within you, and this revelation can bring you joy in every aspect of your life. The secret contains wisdom from modern-day teachers, men and women who have used it to achieve health, wealth, and happiness. By applying the knowledge of the secret, they bring to light compelling stories of eradicating disease, acquiring massive wealth, overcoming obstacles, and achieving what many would regard as impossible.
You know, I don't. First of all, I need to know what this secret is. And I also need to know. So it's like you have all the wealth. That helps you achieve everything. It's
And
like when you have
health.
all this wealth, then you can achieve all the secret shit. I'm like, wait a minute. We're already rich.
Well,
Oh, I need the secret. So the secret.
you manifest it in every aspect of your
So
life.
exactly. So the secret works like you're growing crops, you're just boating, you're going fishing, you're just driving down the road. The secret will help you.
Yes.
But what is the secret? By
Well,
Rhonda.
I guess.
Rhonda Brown.
that's
Is that her
something-
name?
Something you gotta go find out, Michael. It's called acquiring knowledge. And until you go out into the world and experience the array of things
The
that it
array.
has to offer, then unfortunately you will not know what the secret is.
I
One, because it's just a stupid fucking thing.
Yeah, what could the secret possibly be?
Here, you want to hear about Rhonda? Rhonda Byrne is a creator behind The Secret, a documentary film that swept the world in 2006. 20 sec.
He said 26.
20,006.
20,006.
almost said
When
that.
the secret finally is revealed, it's 2323. Star date. I am Captain Picard.
Changing,
Number 1, what is the secret?
changing millions of lives and igniting a global movement. Later that same
What?
year, Rhonda's book, The Secret, was released and has been translated into more than 50 languages.
What?
Rhonda has written 3 books: The Power in 2010, The Magic in 2012, and Hero in 2013.
And they say, I'm just kidding.
I could be.
A hero will save us. Because we
Let's
knew
read the
secret.
reviews. All right, the
yeah,
review.
that's good.
All
Oh,
right.
hold on. So
All right.
there's 3 books. So you have The Secret, The Power, and then
The Magic
The Magic.
and Hero.
And Hero. Hero.
Stop it.
Stop
You
what?
racist. All right. Here's a 1-star review from somebody. I won't.
No, go
dox.
5
Let's
star
not
and then
dox.
1 star and then 5 star.
Well,
and
there's
1 star.
it's a 1-star and then a 5-star.
Good.
I have them.
So what is this? The first one? Is this the
This
secret?
is the bad. 1-star review.
Oh, is this for The Secret or
Yes.
The Power of the Magic? Okay.
This is for The Secret. We're just
Secret.
covering The Secret. The Secret's the only one that I know about. I don't know about the other ones. The title of this review is OMG, Just No. 1 star.
Just no.
Just no.
Just no.
Capital no.
Yeah,
by the way.
not KNOW, like N-O.
Just N-O.
Just no.
Capital N-O. No. While positive thinking and believing in yourself, health, happiness, goals, and dreams are indeed important, I was thoroughly irritated by this book. To sum it up, it focuses on thinking, quotation marks, about something consistently and passionately enough to bring that desired thing into fruition. That's like telling a starving family in a third world country to think, quotation marks, about food long enough, and the universe will provide it.
Well, wait a minute.
That's what The Secret is.
That's a very, well, that's probably what The Secret is. It means nothing and everything. And clearly that review is like, oh man, if you put your mind to something and you can achieve it, but what are those poor kids in Africa going to do? That's a bad 1-star review, but I understand what they're saying.
Yeah, the point.
Because the whole book is
But
probably
it
like,
sounds like-
be good and awesome and just make money and everything will be okay. And the secret is if you don't do that, you'll be unhappy and make no money.
Well, it's just like, think about success and kind of just almost to a delusional point, I guess, is what people have a problem with. It's just like, just be like, you will manifest things. Like, it will happen because you believe in it. And hey, like, you know, if that's what works for somebody, hey, that works, you know. No problems with that. But like, I think some people don't quite get it. And like, because honestly, it's like there's some nuance. I think there are some aspects of your life that you probably should be like, yes, I want to push forward and think positively and think that I will be successful about. But like at the same time, you can't just do that with like necessities. Be like, well, I hope I just eat tonight because if you're broke and you know, it's like, all right, yeah, no, it doesn't, not like that.
I hope I take a shit.
Like there can be some nuance there, I think. But
I hope
maybe
I don't bleed blood out of my asshole tomorrow.
maybe the book though just is not as black and white. You know what I mean? I don't know. I haven't read the book.
Sounds racist.
But anyway, here's the 5-star. We'll give it the fair. Give it the fair.
Give it the fair.
A life-changing book. 5 stars. Verified purchase.
I like how people got to write 5 stars.
This is from 2018 too. The last one was from 2019, so a little more recent.
Oh, so yeah.
I read this book about 10 years ago when it was first released. It was interesting, but I put it away and didn't think of it again until recently. Many changes happened in my life over the past 10 years. My father suffered a long illness and passed. My mother's been ill. I too became...
You should laugh at this. That's not funny. I assume the secret is not to get sick and die. So what happens next? So this whole family is quite sickly. you got TB.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, anonymous man on the internet.
Exactly. I'm so sorry that your whole family is ill. But hey, dude, we found out the secret. This is a 5-star book.
Hold on. My God.
So hold on. So his whole family's ill.
Yeah, it progressively gets worse.
It's like my kids that I haven't even had
It's like
are ill.
my dad died, my mom's now sick, I'm sick. Like, dude, what?
My whole family's sick.
This doesn't sound like your life changed for the better.
I know, right?
It's a life-changing book, all right. This book contained anthrax.
Exactly. Yeah. Every book of the secret. Here's the secret. There's like a different drug in each of them. Cocaine. Ooh, I really like this book. And then of course, it's like, here's some heroin. Like, oh.
So
This book made me feel sexy.
okay.
So he and now he feels ill.
I too became ill. I believe to be caused by stress.
Oh, come on.
Well, sure. I mean, I'm sure.
So your whole family's ill. It's not all just from
your
stress.
your dad's dead. Your mom's ill.
Yeah,
and
like that's like a genetic
you're
thing.
getting sick. It's like these events were definitely life-changing. Yes. I saw the book and decided to read it again. I think I was at a stage in my life that I could truly appreciate the book more. I can honestly say that it has made a significant impact on the way I live my life. I'm now reading another book in the series and am applying it every day. I'm happier than I have ever been. I highly recommend these books.
But what was your
Well,
illness?
fuck. I mean, that's great for them, honestly. I'm glad that that's a good, happy ending, right?
So
it's
he-
rare that you actually get that.
So
'cause
he
his-
was ill because
he's
he
like
was
his
stressed.
parents are dying.
Well, one of
It
them
sucks.
died. Probably of brain cancer. Apparently his mom and him were stressed, or her was
It's a
stressed.
long illness, he said. Until I got this book, and this book got everyone in the house sick. It
It's like
laced
some
with
fucking cursed
anthrax. Yeah,
book.
see, he got the book. He got it 10 years ago, and it was laced with
And then his
anthrax.
whole family died, and then he
his
reread the
family,
book.
and then it started killing off his family, and then he was like, "Why is my family dying?" And then read the book. It was the book all along. See, the book ruins your life so that you go back to the book and you're like, I need guidance.
Yeah, it's like you remember how like I hated this the first time I read it, and I
This is a
reacted-
horrible book. Yeah, see, the other people, they don't have a family. So
No-
nothing
nobody
to
else.
kill.
Nobody else has a family. Hold on, you got to look up one more 5-star, one more 1-star
All right,
for the first book, The Secret. This is The Secret.
here we
So
go.
we have not heard anything about The Secret at this point.
No,
There's
the
at the
secret,
end of
the
the book.
secret. It's manifesting. You just believe something to the point of where you get it. This is the secret.
Is that a secret?
It's basically the
That shit
secret.
Jordan Peterson says, like, just believe in yourself
It's
and love.
Not
I can't
really
do it,
with
Canadian.
Jordan
I
Peterson.
can't do it. I know, I can't.
And if you're gonna try Jordan Peterson,
God damn it, I always try. I always try. You're the one
That
who's
wasn't
Canadian.
a try. That was awful.
Hello. Yeah. It's like all I can
Like,
do.
this doesn't sound like him at all.
I can't do it. I'm not Canadian. I'll never sound Canadian. So what is? So if you rank them, like
Should I read the
five-
next review? It's Jordan Peterson.
Which Jordan? What?
Should I read the next review as Jordan Peterson?
If you think you can do it, I don't think you can. You're more Canadian than I am. Is it a 1-star or a 5-star? You should try it.
All right, I need to warm up the voice. Hold on,
This
let me
is-
see if I can try
exactly.
it.
It's like no, you should like look up. You should look up something he says. Just like I believe. You know, I can't. God damn it! See, I can't do it. Who to he to who? I look at the best in people. God damn it! I can't do it. I sound like
Greed gets a mystical makeover.
yes. Yes, see, you can do it better. Do it.
No, that was not that good.
No, that was better than mine. Greed gets. See, now I sound higher. Greed gets the mystical.
it's just- you make
the
it
mystical answer.
Turn him like Scottish.
Where's his hide it here, the whole?
Makeover. You have to make him Canadian. He sounds like this.
See,
He talks like this.
I love hockey.
It's a weird. Yeah, it's like
It's like a weird thing.
It's like Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota, but like,
You
because
have to-
Minnesota is basically Canada. And I truly believe in people,
Well,
but I think
they're
you
very
are all
close in
stupid.
proximity.
Yeah.
So they're
right on the border. Don't you understand what I'm saying?
Don't you understand the words that I'm coming?
The arguing Jordans.
Greed gets a mystical makeover. I
right.
watched the film version on Netflix and thought the book would delve more deeply into the laws of attraction. It turns out the entire franchise is nothing more than a brilliant marketing campaign. I went a little more American with them.
Sounds right. Oh, you gotta commit.
I will definitely give them all. I will definitely give them that. After this book, all I was left with was the sad realization that the law of attraction is really just that, a mystical makeover for greed. If you concentrate hard enough in the shiny material things you want, they'll magically and effortlessly gravitate to you somehow. God, that's awful.
That was great.
That was terrible, man.
That was way better than mine, which was
It's
like,
better than yours, but it wasn't good.
I think that was pretty good. I felt like I was in the room with a Canadian bastard. So
I'm
is
gonna-
that what he said? Is that the end of the review?
Yeah, the review. I mean, we get away from the review. Like, let me do it straight because we don't even focus on the substance of the review.
I just really think. I just really. That's what I do. I
really
am
have
John
to-
F. Kennedy.
I think I need to make them more nasally. You know?
What really brought me back
Make
to
his
God
voice a
and
little-
Jesus Christ?
Make his voice a little smaller. You have to kind of do a Kermit thing with him. A little bit.
You
You
really
know-
all think I am unintelligent?
Jeez, it's like, get your bloody life in order.
That's pretty good, dude. I'm not kidding. That's pretty good.
There's all the,
You know.
you know.
It's the ridiculous and the intricacies and the love of humanity. you know.
It's like, get your life in order.
That's what he said. You know.
I feel like that's kind of just Jordan Peterson summed
That's
up,
his
right?
thing. It's like, it's just like, stop fucking being an asshole. you know.
Get your bloody life in order. What are you doing?
What are you doing, you
What are you doing out there?
You and you college kids and your reefer?
What are you hosers doing out there? I feel like he's 10 seconds away from start using hoser anytime I hear Jordan Peterson talk. I swear to God. This man.
This man, that man, this man, I man, you man. What does the rest of the review say?
I feel like, anytime I do hear him talking, there's like, some kid challenging him that he's just about to get his get out of here, you little hoser. There's like banging his cane or something. I don't know. He doesn't have a cane. He might have a cane.
He
I don't
might
know
have a
what's
cane. I don't
going on with
fucking
him. All right, so here's the 1-star review. Just so we'll just read it again, just so we actually pay attention.
Go
to it.
listen to Jordison Peterson.
Joey Jordison Peterson.
He's I'm a great drummer. Iowa is really close to Canada. People equal shit.
It's like an awesome stage name, Joey Jordison Peterson. That's like St. James Street James.
St. James Street James, Jordison Peterson.
Joey Jordison Peterson.
St. James Street Man's Pool Boy too. Great movie, look it up. So what is this 1 star? What does Jordison say?
Greed gets a mystical makeover. 1 star. I watched the film version on Netflix and thought the book would delve more deeply into the law of attraction.
What is this film version?
Yeah, there's a film version.
We need to watch it.
Turns out the entire franchise is nothing more than a brilliant marketing campaign. I'll definitely give them that. After the book, all I was left with was the sad realization that the law of attraction really is just that, a mystical makeover for greed. You just concentrate hard enough on the shiny material things you want, and they'll magically and effortlessly gravitate to you. Somehow! Exclamation point.
Another 5-star.
Another 5-star. Here. Oh my God, dude. This guy's name. Hold on, let me look at this.
David's literally leaning in closer.
I'm doxing this person right now. I don't care. This person's name
I
is
don't care.
Ockert Cornelius Blingnot.
That's the name of the episode. That's how we'll dox him. Hold on. What was the first name?
Ockert.
Cockard Aquarius Dignot.
Ockert Cornelius Blingnot.
Blingnot.
No. Ockert Cornelius Blignot.
Blignot. Oh, I thought it was Blingnot.
I thought it was Blingnot too, but I mispronounced it.
Either way, I don't think. Blingnot. Mr. Blingnot, please come in.
All right.
You're going to write another 5-star review for that secret book?
The 1 stars are piling up. We need you. All right.
We need more stars for the secret. So Mr. Blingnot.
I kind of want to read the next one just because of the title of that
We'll
one.
read both of them. Hold on. I need to hear what Blingnot said.
All right. Blignot says, thank you. 5 stars.
Okay. So go to the next.
He's a very proper man. The secret changed my life in 3 days. Oh, whoa.
Damn.
Dude, Blignot got
That's
off. Like Brian Leviv. I don't know. Is that a name?
It is now.
I think it's
It's my son's name.
Always Sunny reference.
It's my unborn son's name. Or woman. Girl.
The secret changed my life in 3 days. From being totally and utterly involved with negativity about the cards life dealt me, I was changed.
Why are we laughing at this? Oh, Mr.
Because
Blignut.
people are so dramatic.
I know,
God
it's
damn.
like Mr. Blignut.
Blignut's over here fucking waxing poetic about his life.
Until he found the secret. That's got to be the episode name.
I was changed to believing in myself, being positive and fulfilled. I always knew that life held more in store for me. I just did not understand what. As I sit here today, this is the second time in my life that I was reduced from riches to dirt poor.
Well, damn, the secret must have not worked.
It doesn't sound like it's working for the
It sounds
for
like
the
all these-
people.
Yeah, okay.
This
So the second time in his life, he's gone from riches to dirt poor. You don't just go from rich. Maybe you go to middle class. You don't go from rich to dirt poor.
I don't know. If you're awkward Cornelius Blignut, you do.
Blignut. Unless you're Blignut. We're from the Blignut clan.
Yeah, they're notorious failures.
For like winning a bunch of money at the
With a
casinos,
name like that.
buying a mansion. Yeah.
I'm surprised, honestly,
Yeah,
you don't
bling
succeed
nut.
with
It's
a
like
name
we make
like
our bling, we get our nut, and then we just fail.
Blignut. I wish that was his name, but it's Blignut.
I know, Blignut, but we're gonna say it. It's pronounced
It's
Blignut.
a German translation to Blingnut.
Yeah, Blignut.
Herr Blignut. All right. And that's an episode title right there. Herr Blignut.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
all right, let's finish the review. So he got rich the second, or I mean,
So this is the second time
Second
he's
time
gone
he's-
dirt poor from being rich until he read The Secret.
this time the failure knocked me spiritually into a mode which was self-destructive.
That thing knocked me spiritually on my ass.
He was drinking. He was lying on the kitchen floor, naked, like the Natalie Imbruglia song. Is that her name? I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, that's a deep pull, and I appreciate it.
Oh man! All right.
Lying naked on the...
Yes, sir. That's what she was
I don't
doing.
think Imbruglia is how you say it, though.
I don't know. Imbruglia.
Imbruglia?
Imbruglia.
Imbruglia?
Imbruglia.
She should read The
Imbruglia.
Secret, and then she'll figure out what her last name is pronounced like.
All right, let's finish this review. How to recover was the question. How do I lift myself out of this mess as he lies naked on the floor? I read The Secret, and I can
Drunk
tell
on the
you this
floor.
without hesitation. Failure is only in the mind. I mean, it was kind of all around you there.
Yeah.
The failure was pretty tangible when you went from rich to poor, was it not?
It's like when you're in the military and it's like you take the wrong turn and you start getting shelled. It's like this failure is only in my mind. As all the phosphorus gas is
As you're losing
the white
your
phosphorus.
positions and your
It's like only in my mind, bro. It's like that's where you're still commander.
your
Commander Imbruglia.
your fellow troops are retreating. You're like, guys, failure's in the mind.
Yeah, as
Like,
you stand there getting
I don't know
riddled
what
with
you're doing. Like, come on, just fucking succeed.
It was like Colonel
Manifest,
Custard. Yeah,
queen,
manifest
slay.
the winner.
Yeah, come on, guys.
It's like you
Manifest.
see all the explosions above you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, not in my mind.
yeah, no, yeah, not in my mind.
He's like, sir, get out of here, Commander. No, sir.
No, sir.
I'm Commander Wingnut or whatever. his
No,
name-
sir, not me.
Excuse me. I ain't losing here, but we're losing all of our positions. It's like our lines have been broken. We got Charlie everywhere. Not in my opinion.
Well, here's the final sentence of the review.
Is it a cool Charlie?
I
We
feel,
got Charlie everywhere, I'm saying.
I feel ready to take the world on and collect what is mine. Question marks, exclamation points.
Collect what is mine, and that's the 5-star review.
Like, what
Fuck this guy.
I know, right? Like the 5 stars kind of seem a little.
So you've
off.
lost your riches twice, and now you're on the kitchen floor, and now you're like, it's time to collect what is mine. Was like, is that the only way he can communicate with like this person he's trying to kill via Amazon? Because like he knew that they'd be reading the reviews. I'm coming to collect what's mine.
Well, yeah, it seems like the people who really are benefiting from the book are people
From the
that
secret.
that are have really fallen on some hard times. Like the guy's like he lost his parents or his dad and his mom's sick and he's sick. And it's like
Because they're stressed, because like they're all ill.
yeah,
now.
he's stressed out, and then And this guy's gone from rags to riches, from riches to rags, like twice.
That's the quadruple R. Rags to riches to
It's
riches to
a roller
rags to
coaster.
riches.
And so, that emotional roller coaster, he said he was self-destructive. Like, it seems like the book, maybe if you're doing pretty well, maybe the book's probably not for you, is what the sense I'm getting here. From these reviews. But I just want to read the title of this 5-star review. It just makes me laugh, just the way this is worded. Really makes you look at how you see the world. Like, what does that mean?
It really makes you look
at how you see. How do you do that?
It's like you're going to like a Led Zeppelin album review, and it's like, man, the way this music sounds really makes me listen to things that sound good and great to my ears.
It's like, let's look at the way we look. Like, okay.
It's like, how eyes work? This is what The Secret tells you. You've never really been truly seeing.
We're always talking about what we see, but we never talk about how we see. How do we see?
But luckily, what's her name figured us out with The Secret.
Rhonda Byrne.
Yeah, Rhonda Byrne. With a last name like that, she's like, burn my books. That's probably the last sentence of the book. It's like, never tell anyone the secret. Burn this. It's like a Mission Impossible thing.
Don't give away the secret. Tell people to buy my book.
No, I think it's a Mission Impossible thing. Like, you get to the last thing, and it's like, this book will self-destruct in like 15 seconds. And you have some kid, one of your like toddlers, like, whoops, I just opened the end of the book, and like they explode. And now I need another version of The Secret because I'm even more depressed because my son just got destroyed. Every version of The Secret has a tiny little atom bomb.
This is good one. Here's another 1-star. I don't get it. 1 star. I bought this after it was recommended by a friend. She told me about its cult-like following and how it could change my life, etc., etc.
I read nothing to say.
I read half of it and can only assume that my friend has, in fact, lost her mind.
I was trying to get laid. This lady, a hippie lady, said, you need to read The Secret. So I bought it, trying to get laid. She still didn't fuck me when I brought the book over. Hey, look what I've been reading. Put a bookmark right in the middle to show her the proof that I was reading. And alas, she left me. She might not even existed.
Shit. This guy wrote an essay.
Oh, yeah. Don't read an essay.
I was about to kind of get into it, but then there's 5 paragraphs.
Is it a 1-star or a 5-star?
It's a fucking 1-star.
Oh,
this dude went off on it.
Yeah. Like, read the first paragraph at least.
It's long.
No, don't read the whole thing. Read the first paragraph.
It's long. The first paragraph itself is very long. I'll read a few sentences.
Read the good parts. Read The Secret.
The title, Balderdash. 1 star. The secret to the universe is the law of attraction. That means whatever you think about will manifest.
Okay.
There are many holes in the theory behind The Secret. The first being that Byrne fails to address opposing wills. Imagine a woman excited... Excuse me. Michael's dying. Live on the podcast. You get to hear it here first. Imagine that happening, though. That would be great. I'd have it.
For somebody. I'm fine. What the fuck?
Do you want a drink?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Did it go down the wrong too?
Yeah, it was one of those things. All right, we're good.
Are you sure? Yeah, you have a minute. You don't worry. We're good. We're not gonna go until you're ready. You're clearly not ready.
That was so weird.
Sometimes I inhale fucking spit and like goes.
That's basically what happened.
I know, right? And then I get like everything just starts closing up, and it's just like I have asthma or something. I was like, I can't breathe.
I don't think I have asthma.
I'm doing right now. You just say how it goes to me.
I'm like,
Yeah, I know. Right?
all right, we're fine. Keep that in. It's like Michael died. If you ever sound like this, see a doctor.
The episode Michael died. I would just.
He just keeps reading reviews.
Yeah, I wouldn't call 911. I would just keep reading reviews and be like, how's that one to your corpse?
They finally show up and I'm like, have you guys heard of The Secret?
Yeah, you guys just heard The Secret? It's a great book. All right, so
I don't know what the fuck. I just died all of a sudden.
there are many holes in the theory behind The Secret. The first being that Byrne fails to address opposing wills.
Sexy holes.
Imagine a woman excited for a girl's night out, evening with her friends. Throughout the week, she has been thinking positive thoughts about the outing, and how well it will go, and how relaxing it will be after a tough week at work. Now, imagine a sexual predator whose hunting ground is the bar where our imaginary woman is meeting with her friends. This sexual predator has been imagining throughout the week how he will drug and attack a woman and get away with it. Unfortunately for our imaginary woman, she falls prey to the sexual predator. According to The Secret, this wouldn't have happened because our imaginary woman did not think enough positive thoughts. Or this would have happened because our imaginary woman did not think enough positive thoughts about the outing, and even subconsciously could have been attracting the attack towards her by packing pepper spray in her handbag. Seriously, in Chapter 2, we are told all the terrible historic events we can think of happened because all the victims were somehow vibrating on the same negative frequency. Let that sink in. This dude's from Reddit.
Clearly. I was like, yeah, I'm like...
He's wrote a fucking essay.
I was like, I
he's
feel
from
like
Reddit.
should we buy this book? Or we should buy this book, aka David or Will. And I would like to see Chapter 2 when we're all vibrating.
No, what it's saying is like, so if you pack pepper spray,
So basically-
that means you're inviting an attack because that means you're preparing for something that bad will happen. So you're thinking negative thoughts
This is what I'm
rather
trying
than
to
just
say.
being stupidly optimistic.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to say is like basically Chapter 2 of this book apparently is the movie Predator. You have the Predator. Everyone brings all their machine guns and everything because you're preparing for an attack. You don't know. Is it their fault that they get killed and skinned?
Listen to the first sentence of like the last really long paragraph. In addition to my arguments above. God.
In addition.
Dude, this fucking kid.
Anyone says in addition.
In addition. Furthermore.
Concordantly.
Piggybacking on that.
I was like, I liked his idea. But to add to that.
Here's the last sentence of the review, though. Dude, this is such a long fucking review. This is what it says. LOL, I can't. I don't even have the energy to sum up this review neatly. Just don't buy this book. It's like, dude.
You wrote all that fucking shit and then you write LOL.
I can't.
No one will respect you.
Is this like a fucking 13-year-old white girl write this? LOL, I can't.
Probably some teenager, yeah.
When was this written? This is 2021.
Yeah, some teenager.
LOL, I can't. Come on, get with the
Dude, can you imagine?
get with the times.
So like, yeah, get with the times. See,
LOL.
back in our day when we were teenagers, like 50 years ago, like we didn't. God, thank God.
All right, let's get off reviews for The Secret.
That's what I'm saying. Thank God. No, that's why I'm moving.
That's why
I was
we're
like,
moving.
thank God that things that we wrote were only like captured in like little like pictures, stuff like that. The things that we would have written and like reviewed on, the things we would have said that would have been saved to time. You know, like I'm sure we would have been on there on all like Twitter, Reddit, and be like,
When the IMDb message boards got rid of those, that was devastating.
it's good.
Like I lost so many things. Like I was so active on there.
Oh, I used to be on those. I used to be on like the game.
Game facts.
Yeah, it was Game Facts. I was trying to say it correctly, not say it incorrectly. Game Facts. FAQ. Just remember. I used to always be on there. Used to be on all those things. Like YouTube. YouTube didn't used to have fucking comments. It'd be like, here's this video.
Oh, dude, I used to. No, it had comments for the longest time. I used to argue
But people
with people.
didn't use them.
Oh, dude, yeah, we did. I was arguing with people about Fall Out Boy.
You did. Of course you did.
It was like 2009, maybe 2008, 2009.
Down.
Jesus. All right. I mean, it was like
It was
2008.
Fall Out Boy, bro.
2008.
You're arguing. You're arguing about Fall Out Boy in fucking 2008.
be arguing about Fall Out Boy on YouTube in 2008, talking
Like,
about how much they suck,
yeah,
just trolling
I'm
their
like-
fans.
I'm like, dude,
just
like
trolling Fall Out
that's
Boy's
3
fans.
years too late.
You're like, dude, they're just not as good as like Blink-182, man. I'm sorry, like Blink.
Which is true.
They just kind of are honestly just like a rip off and just kind of banking off with the Pioneer.
All those bands are kind of rip-off.
They're fucking all sellouts. Who cares? But it doesn't matter. It's
At least
just
Blink-182
trolling.
had Travis Barker. Exactly.
Yeah, it's like Travis Barker. It's fucking just
I
phenomenal.
was like, they have a good drummer, but
But
yeah, the
he's,
rest
like,
of it. You're like, I just sang 10 songs from 10 different bands, and they all sound the same. But at least one of them had a sweet drummer.
Hello there.
Angel in my darkness. No, we're not gonna do.
Where are you?
God.
I cannot breathe. Cannot sleep tonight. Is that what he says? I can't.
No, but it's close.
Is that that's the lyrics, right?
For which song? Because I'm like, you're
I
saying
think it's I
like,
Miss
yeah,
You.
it's I Miss You. It's like, hello there, the angel in my nightmare. I cannot sleep. I just miss you tonight.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Today and forever. It's like every song he just wrote about. Like, how am I in love with you?
I like Michael
this
knows
week?
all the lyrics to Blink-182.
Well, you're the one who just yeah, you brought it up. You've unlocked the secret. You know what the secret is? Blink. And you know what? If you're a real fan of Blink-182, you don't call it Blink-182. You call them Blink. You down with the Blink? Like, you know, how like, you know, the brown eye just blinks at you sometimes.
Do you get hooked on that blink? You chase the blink, injecting that blink right into your arm.
I mean, look at their music videos. They're all just naked running around the whole time. They had glorious music videos.
I don't know if they were glorious.
They're pretty glorious. At least 3
Or
of them.
bad. I mean, they were definitely funny.
I mean,
They definitely went for the laughs.
like,
except in like Adam's song or like
no, I like Adam's
Stay
song.
Together for the Kids.
Adam's song was probably the funniest music video, of course, because there's Adam and they just beat the shit out of him the whole time, and then he kills himself at the end.
Yep, hilarious.
But
So you're thinking of All the Small Things, which was all parodying at the time.
no,
all of the.
I'm thinking of God damn it, it's from Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. Here's the serious band that we're talking about. No, it's the third song. God damn it, what was it? When they pretended to be like 70s porn stars and they're at a water park.
Oh yeah, First Date. Yeah.
Oh yeah, First Date. Yeah, and they're like literally like, pushing kids into the pool. It's great. And they're like kicking them.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad one. That was pretty good. That's probably one of their better ones for sure.
That's a great music video. And then, of course, All the Small Things is when there's just like naked, or not naked, just like big titty nurses running around who are actually porn stars.
No, dude, with the All
Or
the
was that
Small
What's
Things
Your-
is where they're
What's Your Age
parodying
Again?
like 98 Degrees, Backstreet Boys,
Oh my
like
God,
NSYNC
that's
and
right,
all
you're
that
right.
shit.
No, I'm thinking of What's Your Age Again, because that's when they're running around.
What's
naked
my
down the
age
street.
again?
Yeah.
What's
Just
your
running
What's your
around-
age again?
Yeah, what's your age again? Just running around naked down the street.
Yes, reminiscing about Blink-182. What is what's our pitch this week? I think we had something about
We somehow get Tom DeLonge and Matt Hoppus to become friends again. That's our pitch. The Eternal Movie. Because they're making all those movies now. You know, you have, like The Crew, the Motley Crue movies.
Well,
You
I'm
have
sure
all
they'll
those.
eventually make one about Fred Durst.
And he probably will star in it and film it and direct it himself. And I am there for it. And Halle Berry
I
will
don't
be
know.
in there and he'll make out with her.
I think this will be after he's gone, after Fred's no longer with us.
Supposedly.
Is gonna
The
be.
secret will be Fred
He's,
Durst.
Fred's
is
gonna
alive.
go all Keith Richards on us and live forever, dude. People like
Does
Durst.
Fred seem unhealthy? Like, we don't know what Fred Durst
You
is
saw,
doing.
yeah, we do. We saw that getup. You saw the getup, right? His mustache, like he had the porn star
Just because you
handlebar
have the
mustache.
porn star mustache doesn't mean you're about to die early.
I didn't say that. Where did I say that?
You're saying, like, it'll be after he dies. I'm like, yeah, those, like, Motley Crue, they're all still alive. And they made that movie.
Yeah, I'm saying. But okay, this
That
apples.
came
to
out last
oranges.
year. It was like The Ride.
It's not
and
the
then,
same thing
and
at
then
all.
they have Tommy Lee,
What do you mean?
Tommy and Pamela.
You're really comparing Fred Durst to like Motley Crue?
Why not? They were like a rock band that like were trashy and like half of them were good at music and the other half weren't, like the singer.
It's
that
like
one would accuse.
different eras, and Fred Durst is more of a businessman.
I mean, he is, but I'm like, he was in the business of music for a while. I mean, he was on stage at the Grammys with Britney Spears.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's parlayed himself into a.
He parlayed himself. Parlay.
Yeah. That's what he did.
Fred Durst. Fred Durst was in Zoolander.
He put together an in-demand music act that everybody wanted a piece of, you know?
It's like, but the band was good. He was just there.
Exactly. That's what he kind of. That's what the whole thing. That was the thing about the '90s, the late '90s, was it was just like all naked consumerism at that point. It was just like fuck it. We're just gonna put together a kick-ass rock band, and I'm just gonna be at the front of it and just shout.
Yeah, it was rap rock, and then it was boy bands. That was the 90s.
And then
the
Linkin
late
Park
90s.
came along, and basically
We're
gonna
a little
be
bit.
the we're gonna be the best, most refined version of this new metal idea.
Oh no, they like speaking of the secret to really making really sad songs that people identify to is that you're actually really sad and they identify with it and then you kill yourself.
Very
like,
funny.
Oh shit. He was actually telling the truth. Shit.
Oh yeah, like he wasn't faking it. Oh, what a surprise.
Chester the Molester.
Yeah, he was so yeah, it was so like not convincing with the songs. Yeah, no, but like that was the thing though about them was like, you know, you had a lot of that kind of because you listen to some of those rap rock songs of like the kind of mid '90s, and man,
And it was like Vanilla Ice rap. And then it was like hard, it was like heavy.
some of it's just not. It doesn't work.
Oh no.
Some of it's okay.
But
It's like, all right, like I see what you're doing, but it's really just not.
But they had to get to where we are.
I know. Well,
it's
like
the secret.
it's the stepping stones. You know, it's the evolution of the sound that you eventually get to Linkin Park because they hear that shit and they're like, we can do that better.
You know, and of course, that's the way everything works. And you know what? That would have been a better book instead of The Secret. And they have the 5-star, 1-star reviews. You have the 5-star reviews going like, you know, this should have been called The Stepping Stone.
But
Like,
after,
wouldn't it be a more like instead of saying The Secret, like people writing a book saying like, if you know this secret, your life is good, and you don't need to know anything else. That's bullshit. I was like, you take the stepping stones, and let me tell you.
Michael's gonna write his self-help book.
Yeah,
That's
no,
our
and
pitch
it-
for
and
the week. Is a self-help book
And it's gonna be
called Stepping Stones.
It's gonna be called Limp Bizkit. No, it's gonna be called Stepping
called
Stones
Chocolate
and the
Starfish.
chocolate. Damn it! No, it's gonna be called Stepping Stones and the hot dog flavor water, and everyone will understand.
Yep.
And Wes Borland will like write the foreword, and he'll be like, "I'm addicted to heroin. I'm dying."
We're gonna get
And then-
Borland.
And then we're gonna get Durst. He's gonna write the afterword. He'll be like, "If you made it this far, here's the ticket."
People are gonna skip the horror book. The whole book.
It is going to be a horror book. Trust me. I'm going to pay lots of money. I'm going to suck lots of dick. I'm going to eat lots of pussy to get this thing published.
Man whore, man slut.
Yeah.
When we use those terms, that's what we mean. Don't cancel us. Fuck
Hey,
you.
don't get
Go
offended.
ahead. I don't care anymore. Just make it quick.
It's like, I have nothing left in my soul. Just make me laugh. Just make it quick.
Just make it fucking quick.
It's like, I'm just going to take a shit on the stage. Just fart. Thank you. You made it quick.
Jesus. I was alright. Anyway,
Make it quick.
the point I was getting at is like after basically Linkin Park was it was just kind of went emo.
Well,
era.
yeah, exactly. No, because there was the late '90s, early 2000s. It was rap rock, and then it totally went into like AFI, you know, Sum 41, like oh yeah, all that pop punk, Newfound Glory, Blink. That was the heyday.
And some
like
of
the
those
early
bands
2000s.
I think predated. I think
They did, but that's when it started like blowing up, you know, because we're like, oh yeah, you know, because society, we always reject everything that we like for a minute.
yeah, I mean I was thinking more of like Fall Out Boy and all that stuff, like because
Oh
that
yeah,
came
that
a
was
little
the
later.
mid 2000s. Yeah, no, it
You
was
know.
only 2 years later. It's the secret, man.
I mean, they were around for a little bit. Like, you know, a lot of those bands, like, were around, but, like, they didn't
dance.
get bigger until after sort of that wave.
No, the mid 2000s was definitely like pop punk
wave.
and then like late 2000s, early 2010s. It was like all those like pretentious bands, and there was all the hipster bands. Like that's when Portugal the Band started getting like popular, happy and popular. It's like we're happy because we're getting really famous.
Well, yeah,
you know.
things just really started to fragment out
You had
at
like
that point.
Muse, you had like all those bands like we're gonna be just epic. And now we are where we are. And then, of course, dubstep, like, took over, like, a year later.
Well,
and
that's
everyone's just
EDM.
like,
I mean, there's all sorts of you're branching off and all sorts of shit, but like,
No, this is what
it's
was
really
popular.
fragmented. Like, yeah, I mean, things started to really fragment off at a certain point. But like, I remember in the '90s, like it was weird. Like you're saying, like there was like this sort of like like you had like Fred Durst, like yeah, mixing with like fucking like Christina Aguilera and like Britney Spears and like Backstreet Boys and Eminem, and they're all like kind of together, and like it's like weird. It was weird.
Right. And it's like, and this is clearly like, and
Like,
maybe
now
that,
it's all very
maybe that was
separate.
the secret. Maybe that's what like defined
Kid
part
Rock.
of our souls. Kid Rock. And like,
Like
you
representing
add
the
Kid Rock
the
into
country
the events.
aspect of it.
Exactly. And like when you add Kid Rock into anything, it's like you just destroy your argument. And it's like, wait a minute. What are
Dr.
you
Dre,
guys trying to
Snoop
do?
Dogg, Eminem. Yeah, man. it
Well,
was all
Dr.
the-
Dre, he's just a producer. I'm like, I don't fault Dr. Dre for just showing up. He's
Oh,
still
no,
Dre.
I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying it's like this whole thing
You know
where
what?
it's
If
like
anyone's blaming Dr. Dre, it's him. So if
they
you
were
guys
all
come
just
after me.
the popular things, and it was weird how like there was it felt like there was a time where there was only a limited amount of things, and then the internet happened, and it just like expanded so
yeah,
much.
they're like, oh my God, there's actually
so much more
yeah.
was out there.
because there was always music out there, but
Exactly.
you're right. So like the popular music, like you go through the '80s, you had the hair metal bands, then you had all that Tears for Fears shit.
It
Like,
was-
when everyone was using the reverb. Then you get to like the early '90s and it's fucking Nirvana, the grunge, and then you got like Pearl Jam and all that shit. Then you get to like the mid '90s. It's like, oh my God, like we're getting tired of all this, because it's so funny to think that like grunge and all that like rock music was like the top of every chart, like in the early '90s. Everyone's like, yeah, we're done with the '80s. They're like synth, you know. Well, we started the episode with Knight Rider's shit. It's like, this is what we need. This will cleanse our collective consciousness. And then, you know, by the time you get to the end '90s, you have fucking NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys. Like, it's all boomeranging back every time. That's what we do as a society. We're tired of this.
Well,
We're good at this.
the thing is the same thing happens each time you have these waves. Is you have the '60s, the wave of fucking, you know, you just crazy artists
And
coming
then you
out.
get disco.
Yeah. So you have this sort of like genuine sort of organic sort of creative renaissance happening that
And then
precedes
you get disco.
yeah, that precedes a huge wave of commercialism.
Yeah.
So the same thing happens in the '90s, or too, like maybe towards the end of the '70s. You know,
And then you get disco. And honestly,
you get
that's-
into the '80s, you get some more of that, but then you do get some decent shit in the '80s.
there's always decent shit. You had like,
Like-
Boston. You had Rush, like playing.
Hair metal,
Yeah,
some
yeah.
good shit.
Which some people say it's
Quiet
decent.
Riot.
Yeah, yeah. Motley Crue, back to them. You know,
Yeah,
like the
Van Halen. I mean, it depends on what your tastes are, but like, anyway, but to your point
And
though,
then you get to disco.
you
always end up at disco.
well, I mean, but the commercials, and we're talking about the naked commercials, and like, there is definitely some good stuff in the hair metal, but like a lot of that, it was like naked commercialism, and then you get into the '90s, and that's sort of a rejection of all that. They were
At
kind of
first.
against commercialism, but then it's sort of, yeah, like with Nirvana, it starts blowing up.
And then fucking Kurt Cobain blew his brains out, and then we ended up with the Backstreet Boys. 6
Well, then,
years later.
yeah, exactly. Then you end up at the end of the wave with this sort of wave of commercialism, is what I'm saying. And then what's funny is that all converged with the internet. And the internet, it was almost like
Yeah.
the industry had control, and so they could just kind of funnel all the artists. That's what I'm saying. There's only a finite
Then
amount
you
of
had like
these
MTV,
artists
VH1.
that we saw, and then all of a sudden, you know, all that stuff, MTV viewerships just fall and everything, because like people aren't watching TV anymore. People aren't watching these countdowns anymore because it's all going to YouTube. You just find all your music videos on YouTube. You don't need to watch fucking countdowns to find videos. You know,
Well, yeah.
and I can just find what I want to now. I don't
That is
need
still
fucking
relatively
MTV.
new, man.
But see, like back then, you kind of like MTV was what told you,
yeah, you had to watch
what
the
was
top
popular.
10. You know, it's like, here's the top 10 things.
TRL,
every day.
Total
Oh, yeah.
Request Live.
Oh, God. Yeah, what's the name? Carson?
106 in Park on BET had all the rap videos, and so like, you know, you would watch those to get what was popular. But once the internet came around, it like kind of made those things irrelevant and obsolete, and then everybody could spread their music around.
And
You
it turns
just
out
get your shit
everybody
out there.
kind of likes every kind of music. They were just force feeding us.
No,
This is,
I
like,
mean, it
what's
doesn't mean
popular.
that, but there was people out there, still other preferences, but being exposed to a lot more stuff really can open your mind up to a lot, like stuff you didn't think that you might like. And a lot of times people, because you only watched CMT or you only watched, you know, MTV or you only watch BET.
You know, strangely, CMT plays only mid-90s movies like Independence Day and Armageddon. They don't even play music videos anymore.
It's weird.
It is weird because I was trying to find a March Madness game earlier today, and I found CMT. And let me tell you.
Well, good for you.
That's
cool story, bro.
That's what they're playing. And I even, out of curiosity, I'm like, do they actually play music on here? Apparently, they have like a Dolly Parton hour, like every hour. And Dolly Parton's just like, well, I'm tiny and got giant tits. And I don't want to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is weird. Did you hear about that?
I heard something about it.
Well, because there's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which they basically put everyone in there at this point. You know, it's like if you're good at music, maybe they should change the name to like just like Music Hall of Fame.
I don't think they should do that.
Oh, actually, I agree. They should have different Hall of Fames.
Yeah, why not?
But
just do that.
They already have Eminem and like Dr. Dre, and they already have like fucking Celine Dion and the fucking rock and roll. You can't at this point. You can't just rip Celine.
Why not?
I would love if they. I'm pointing at David now angrily. I'm like, I would love. You know
point
what?
at me too hard, I'll point a gun back at you.
I'm like, God forbid. My finger is very.
The gun.
My finger point.
The Way of the Gun. This is my favorite movie.
Let me tell you. Is it?
That I don't have a poster of.
Oh. Well, that's a very different stipulation. It's like, oh, my favorite movie I have a poster of. But my favorite movie I do not have a poster of. The Way of the Gun. The Way of...
Is that all you got?
Taking Celine Dion.
I threw you something and that's all you did with it.
What, The Way of the Gun? I had nothing to say. I'm
just
talking about
burned
Celine
it
Dion.
up. I know. You just,
Take Celine.
whatever.
Take Celine out of the hall.
Michael's just, I bat him. I'm like a tennis. I'm like, it's Wii tennis over here.
No, you're not. You're like one of those shitty pitchers. You know.
I'm one of those shitty pitchers.
Yeah.
Zach Greinke.
No, he's pretty good.
That was the joke.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
You mean like another good pitcher?
Steven Strasburg.
No, he's not good. He sucks.
Damn.
Damn. No, there's no
thought
good
he was
pitchers
good.
anymore. Oh, he's pretty good. Don't worry. I have his
Max
jersey.
Scherzer.
No, he sucks too.
Max sucks.
Oh God, don't do it. Suckser? No, don't.
I didn't
it.
do it. I
No,
just
you
said
tried.
Max sucks.
You tried it. You tried it. We don't talk about baseball here because it's the least popular sport.
It's so boring, just like the end of this episode.
Just like the Baseball Hall of Fame. It's boring. No one gives a fuck.
Or the
Rock and
Rock and
Roll
Roll
Hall of
Hall
Fame.
of Fame.
That's not boring because
Hall
they
of
let
Flame.
everybody in the Hall of Flame. See, if they have the Hall of Fame and the Hall of Flame, and that's where they put everybody else.
That's where you put those people who just fucking fire, bro. They just fire.
Like
shit,
Eminem
bro.
and Dr. Dre.
That's where we're gonna put all the people from the fucking like TikTok kids. That's gonna be the Hall of Flame. It's motherfucking fire, bro. I want to kill myself.
I'm gonna bomb that place, and then I'm gonna kill myself too. If the Hall of Flame becomes real. So what have we learned? We don't know what the secret is, and that's it.
That's a joke, by the way. Don't call the suicide hotline on me, dude. People will take like they'll report shit for self-harm. Be like, dude, you said like.
Well,
you
good
wanted to
thing they
kill
won't
your-"
hear this for like a week.
Yeah, good thing
we're
people-
already dead.
Good thing people, don't listen to our shit. Otherwise, they would report it.
It might
And
be
what-
April by the time you hear this. You dumb motherfuckers trying to
See,
save our lives.
people though that would go back. People do that shit. They'll go back and like listen to stuff and then report it. And then it's pretty funny, like when you actually talk about the shit that will happen. When you talk about the shit happening, and then it happens. This happens to people all the time.
The Happening. That should be the name of the episode.
5 happens.
The Happen.
I know it got a little messy there, but we got through it.
We
I
got.
think the idea was conveyed.
You know what? We made it.
The concept
We made it through the end.
was communicated.
We're living in an M. Night Shyamalan movie, and we're just doing our best.
We're doing what we can.
Yeah.
You know, and that's all you can do in this world.
Yeah.
It's what you can.
And let me tell you, you can do better. Audience. David. Michael, you're doing fine. Thank you.
Michael's just judging my life. Like you know.
Judging my life just like I'm.
Michael lives in a glass house, and right now he's choosing. He's choosing to throw
I throw nothing but truth bombs.
those
And secrets.
empty beer bottles.
Sometimes.
People in glass houses shouldn't throw empty beer bottles.
Well,
It
guess
should be
what?
the saying.
Well, luckily, the aluminum, usually, if your glass is strong enough, the aluminum will not destroy it.
Well, did I say beer cans or beer bottles?
Well, luckily they don't make. There's a fucking glass
Luckily
shortage right
they
now.
don't. They don't make plastic beer bottles. They don't.
Are you
It's
sure?
not a Sprite.
When was the last time you? When was the last time you bought a beer bottle, quote unquote? Can I have one bottle of beer? See, they won't give it to you.
There's this whole song about this.
Is there?
99 bottles of beer on the wall.
No, that's not the song.
We'll go through the whole thing.
It's like 98 bottles and one is plastic, and then that's not the way it goes.
It's not. You're not saving. You're not doing yourself any favors right now. It's clearly the end of the episode, so we're gonna let you go out there into the world and use our new book called what is it?
The Secret.
No, no. It's based on that same. It's a self-help book called
Call Go Fuck Yourself.
No, we had a good
You're
name
gonna
for
die.
it.
Oh yeah, do we?
It was like Shameless.
Oh yeah, something better than that. Let me tell you. The
Started
name
with
of our
an
book.
S.
Did it?
It was about Fred Durst, I thought.
It was
The Fred Durst story.
No, I think we had. None of these were the idea. For
The Kid Rock story.
No, there was no story. It was not. This is the Casturbation book. No, we had a book earlier. I mean, I think you're thinking of the Vlad story, but that's besides. That was behind the
The
scenes.
Vlad story.
Yeah.
What was
It's
that?
in our book. Well, in case you're wondering what our name of our book should be, according to David, is like a nuke in a dream.
The Vlad story. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That was not the self-help
Because
book
exactly,
I was talking
the
about.
self-help book was
Something else, but it was good, and you look out for it on store shelves. Follow us on Twitter, and follow our Patreon.
You never even say it at the end. You should say that more at the end. Have an intro.
Intro?
Intro.
Why don't you do it, fucking dipshit?
Because you're right
Why
over
don't
there.
you talk and say things? Why does it always gotta be me? Why always gotta be?
What are you talking about?
Why don't you promote shit? What did you do?
Well, because I said you never
You're always
shit.
talking at the beginning of the episode. I was talking about we should do an intro. Well, then do a fucking intro.
We never do an intro. We just talk. An intro. And that's not even
An
the way
intro.
it is.
Do
An
your
outro.
intro.
Do my intro.
Do your intro and say
It's like an ent.
subscribe to Patreon.
We talk very slow.
You can subscribe for free. Like, the episodes are free. It's just
Your mom is free.
if you subscribe, you pay us money, then you get it early. I know. It's awesome.
You'll get it early.
It's fucking amazing.
You're welcome.
Who doesn't like early shit?
It's like opening a present the day before Christmas.
It's really, though, we really can't offer much right now. It's just basically just if anybody out there would ever think of supporting us in whatever fashion they want to
We'll
do.
sing happy birthday to you. Stop groveling.
We'll suck dick. Oh, I don't know if we should offer that. Patreon might kick us off with.
Someone
No,
will
you
here.
will, because that's your thing.
No.
That's your thing.
David will let
Michael
you fuck
will.
him in the ass.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'll suck your dick. Just do the math.
I don't know if we can offer those. Patreon might take us down. If we had an OnlyFans, though, we should just hop on that one.
And there'll be only fan.
Really, we should start an OnlyFans. And just post our episodes. I'm not saying we post, like, fucking nudes. Although we could.
I mean, why wouldn't
I'm
we?
down.
Oh,
Body positive.
right.
Michael's fat as shit.
Oh, God. Yeah, exactly. Like, I would get more of the votes. No one wants to see you. Like, you look like a decent looking human being. It's like I look like someone who we all look like someone who doesn't take care
Someone
of themselves.
relatable.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
yeah. I'm
I'm
the
picking
John
up
Candy.
what you're putting down.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the John Candy, and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
If Michael had a body type, it would be John Candy and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah, it would be post-diabetic. Not even pre, not even actual.
Is that like Post Malone?
No. I honestly, I think Post Malone has a post-diabetic body. He doesn't look like he's that much in shape. He just has tattoos everywhere to
You
cover
could
up.
pull it off. Why don't you go all Post Malone?
Why don't I tattoo my face up?
I mean, You could do that, but I just mean in general. Why don't you just be like Post Malone?
And just like auto-tune myself everywhere? That'd be easy. Post Malone is not even that good of a singer. How the fuck did Post Malone become Post Malone?
Is he really not that good of a singer?
No.
No?
I saw him trying to do Alice in Chains
All right,
songs.
Songbird.
All right, Songbird. It's like, eh, 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 eh. I can do that.
Can you?
Hoo, 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 hoo.
Michael.
But then he adds all the crazy accents like, eh, eh.
They call him Michael the Songbird because of his just superior singing talent. Michael rarely breaks it out on the episode.
No, they actually call me DJ Sing.
DJ Sing.
Yeah, whatever. I didn't make up the name.
Like Singh.
Yeah, I'm very Indian. I'm actually I'm a Sikh or a Sikh, as they say in America.
That's sick.
That's how you pronounce it.
That's
like,
how you say it.
My religion. Yeah.
Sikhism.
Yeah, Sikh. And they're very peaceful. They're not Muslims. They're not Hindus. They're in between, and they just eat not animals.
I'm sure there's a DJ Sing out there already. Unfortunately.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna kill him.
What? That's against your religion.
No, I said I just don't eat animals. Doesn't mean I can't kill people.
You kill your fellow Sikh.
I mean that. I'm pretty sure that's happened. It's not against the law. The Sikh law.
Law is sick. This law is sick. So
This
sick,
law
bro.
is sick.
I'm gonna grind on this law.
This law is SEIKGA, whatever. We got it.
Grind as in skateboard. Not like, not sexually grind up against the law. If you could ever do such a thing. All right.
Not sexually grind, skateboard grind.
No.
The end.
Clarification. Not sexual grind.
Tony Hawk grind.
skateboarding.
Not
Weinstein grind.
Yes.
Hold on. Who's a Tony who's sexually
Let's
assaulted?
do a
somebody?
900 Weinstein. I don't know.
It's where you hit 3 chicks in a row, grab 3 boobs.
That's when you rape 3 chicks in a row in a circle.
Jesus.
You're just like on a Ferris wheel.
It's fucked up, bro.
I mean, dude, if you're Harvey
Don't
Weinstein,
joke about that.
you probably, yeah. I'm not joking about it. I'm simply stating
No,
facts.
bro.
It's the
Fucking
secret.
making light
It's the secret.
of things that people have gone through.
It's not my fault if like they have like a weird glory hole thing with like a merry-go-round and they just have all these women taped to holes, and Harvey Weinstein is sitting there with his dick out. He probably couldn't even get it hard. Just like rape.
Is there a Tony out there who has
Still have like the horses going up and down.
a well-known Tony who's sexually assaulted anybody?
Soprano.
He's a fictional character, bro.
Oh well, damn. It's a shame. I'm sure there is. I mean, a real person named Tony. How many?
Did you give her a Tony Hawk or a Tony Montana? Did you grind your skateboard on her, or did you
just kill them after doing a bunch of cocaine? You
Tony
fucking
Montana.
cockroach.
Yeah.
Or he's like, hey man, want to watch me go in the half pipe? I will fucking kill your family. So which one? Which Tony are you? That's our, that's what we should start doing at the end of episodes. Like I have a vote. Which Tony are you? This week on Casturbation on our Twitter. Tony Montana? Tony Hawk.
What about Tony Danza?
That's the third option. Or it could be completely in between. Dumb, not cool, bad at singing, and potentially not like the same people they do.
Anyway, I think it's time for us to wrap this up.
Goodbye, Tony.
Remember, folks, give her the Tony Hawk, not the Harvey Weinstein.